Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we are welcoming back the gambler, the man who lives by the motto, if I want it, I'll buy it. From taking big risks in Dubai, the luxury market, to being a triple VIP guest at this weekend's IIFA with Bollywood's biggest stars. He's always making bold moves, whether he's winning or losing. He's never afraid to go all in. Well, welcome on the show again. Excited to have you here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. So the last time we spoke, you mentioned your motto, if I want it, I buy it. Now, how has that mindset influenced your latest investments since then?
Same as always. We've had a lot of big moves going on, whether it was in Dubai. I was back in Canada for 4 weeks. We had massive sales going on there in the construction industry. I actually sold out of all my equipment in a couple of weeks. We came back here, currently going to look at a massive listing actually right after here today.
Wow.
And that's kind of where we're headed with it right now.
I mean, for sure, if you want it,
you'll get it.
I'll buy it.
you get it.
You got
buy
it.
it. For sure. So you've always been making, you've always been known for making bold moves. Now, has anything recently inspired you to take even a bigger risk, whether it's in business or, your personal life?
I would say in the business side, after coming to Dubai, I realized that I can step my game up and go even bigger. And that's kind of why we're focused on hitting MENA and Middle East completely. And we're probably going to go double down now.
Excited. We can't wait to see all of that happen.
So we want to know, what's the most significant lesson you've learned so far? And is there anything that you would like to share that has influenced your approach in doing so?
The biggest lesson I've learned probably so far is sticking with your gut.
Oh, that's a good one.
With certain deals, there's been times where I haven't gone with my gut and they haven't worked out. The ones that I always go with my gut are the ones that always turn out. So whatever it is, if you have that intuition and your heart's in it, stick to it because it'll pay off.
Damn.
I mean, we should, because I often hear investors do go they do stick to their intuition, and when they don't, it kind of goes wrong. Was there a time where you did not stick to your intuition and then you were like, oh yeah, I knew that, I was right, I shouldn't have done it?
There was honestly, there's been a lot of times, anybody that becomes great makes mistakes. I'm human. I've made my own mistakes too, of course. But one that I could think of for sure was I had a person that was reaching out to me in something that I never dealt with, and I always like to take risks. It just didn't feel right to me the whole time, but I still did it, and it didn't work out. It was a big loss, and I learned from it, and ever since then, I just only go with my gut feeling.
That's very interesting. Well, we know that you are a VIP guest at the IIFA Awards, and it's going to be is this your first time attending the event?
Oh. Yeah.
That is interesting. So what excites you the most about being a triple VIP times 3 guests at the event this weekend? Yeah,
I'm going to be surrounded by the most famous people in the world, and I think, just getting that special invitation from them, everybody needs something, whether they want to sell it or they want to buy it, and having these extraordinary people reach out to me and send me this VIP ticket, I'm humbled. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see who I'm going to meet, and I can only imagine who's going to be there.
Who are you excited to meet?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Oh, of course. Who is not?
Everyone is excited to see him.
The king.
Of course, the king. Yeah.
Do you have in mind? You're gonna go and you are an investor, you are the gambler, of course. Do you have in mind if you're gonna go meet, do you want to meet some business people?
Always.
Is that how you go when you are going to events and meeting people, does business go through your mind?
It's through my mind 24/7.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if your net worth is your network.
Your net worth is your network.
Nice.
That is a great advice. What does it mean? Your network is your net worth?
The bigger your network becomes, the more powerful you become, the more money you're going to make. The stronger people you're around, the bigger deals you're going to get done.
So do you believe in the saying, you are who you surround yourself with?
OQP, only quality people.
OQP. I mean that.
Wow.
I might have that as an Instagram caption. It's actually very nice.
So make sure to tag me.
Okay, I will. I will be inspired by the gambler, because for sure, I do believe in that as well.
100%.
But do you have you surrounded yourself with people that think likewise, like you?
Definitely. You know, as your vision gets bigger, it gets narrower, and the people beside you, it gets lesser. It's just the way it is. You know, if you want to be big in whatever you're doing in life, you need to surround yourself with those certain people, and there's only a select few, right? So you need to surround yourself by those select few, because if you don't, you know, it kind of almost, you could say, it could become a cancer. You know, you need to be around the right people with the same vision to get you where you want to go.
If you can go back in time, actually, before that question, I want to ask, have you always had like that business mindset mentality ever since, like, I don't know, like you became a teenager?
I've been buying and selling since I was probably 5 years old.
Oh my God.
What were you doing when you were 5 years old?
Barbies, yes, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, the fact that you have had that mentality for so long, do you think that it is a mentality that can be adapted or is it adopted?
A little bit of both, you know. A lot of people in success have their own stories, right? Whether it's built on losses, trauma, sacrifice, whatever it may be, right? For me, it was kind of just, when I grew up, I was always different. I always wanted different things. I didn't necessarily fit in. But as I got older, I realized it was my superpower. And then I just turned it into a beast that per se that couldn't be stopped. And then that's kind of how the gambler became, per se.
But I want to ask, the name Gambler, and I know you've been on the show before, but I want to hear it from you. Why did you choose the name Gambler, the Gambler?
Being in business, for anybody, it's a gamble. You have to start with your own money. You have to take risks every day. You have to have employees. You have to have overhead. You have to have everything. So for me, the gambler just kind of hit home to me because everything I bought was always on my intuition. But when I first started out, I didn't realize, you know, my intuition was as strong as it was and it was going to lead me to where it would go. And I was like, it's a gamble. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to see what would happen, right? And so now it's more of I make a gamble with my intuition.
That is very deep. That is very deep. So how does it feel like? Let's get back to the event, because I think I've asked my own personal event, you know, since my own personal questions. So how does it feel to be personally invited to such a big event with major stars, as you said, like you're excited to meet Shah Rukh Khan?
And can you give us a sneak peek of what should we expect? Because we're all excited for it.
To be honest, I'm still learning it. You know, my Indian friends back at home know more than I do, and they're all going crazy for me, telling me about it all. But they're telling me it's going to be the most craziest event I've ever been to. I'm so excited. I truly don't know everything that's in store for me. All I've been told, you know, is when you come, be ready, because you're going to be around the biggest and the baddest. And from what I hear, they already have some ideas they want to throw my way.
Exciting.
That is actually very interesting. So I want to ask about the green card.
The carpet?
Yeah, the green carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
So, I don't know, you tell us.
Yeah.
You can share some information, the gambler.
So as far as I know with the green carpet, you know, it's where all the famous people are going to be walking down, and I'll be going down with them. And then we'll be going to a VIP section as well, where it's only about 20, 30 people to select. And we'll be behind the scenes where there's no cameras, and it's all the select few that are back there.
So it's fancier than the red carpet.
Correct. Absolutely.
We love that.
And I'll be making sure to post on my socials so people can have a sneak peek for sure.
Can you like send us like, you know, some sneak peeks that are private?
Of course.
We'll never be there, so we just need to know how it feels
absolutely.
to be there.
VIP for you guys, no problem.
Why not? Just like send it.
Yeah.
Just like send it, and we'll be like, we wouldn't tell on you. It's okay. It's okay. It can be a secret. So
we're not live or nothing.
I mean, of course, but of course now we want to talk about Dubai. So Dubai and Bollywood, since you're going to be going to the event, but what parallels do you see between Dubai's fast-paced growth and the glitz of Bollywood?
Starting off like the business side, the money with Dubai and Bollywood is endless. The opportunities with them, absolutely endless. It just keeps coming in. They just keep coming to my DMs. It just keeps coming to my emails. Through both ways. Ever since I came to Dubai and we first announced what we were doing here, it's been crazy. The construction side has been absolutely mental. So that's kind of where I would say they align mostly is like the potential and the opportunities of just meeting the most powerful people in the world.
That is interesting, but like if you want to look at Dubai now and Bollywood, you know, like we know Bollywood is amazing, and we know Dubai keeps on growing and growing and growing. So if someone would come and give you a choice of like, hey, we have two properties, one in Bollywood and one in Dubai, but you get to choose only one, what would you choose?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors that would go into play with that for
Okay.
sure, right? But
Well, with all ears, it's fine.
starting out, I would shoot with Dubai.
Oh. So this
Why
is
though? Why not
Yeah.
Bollywood?
Dubai's real estate. We're talking about real estate
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
okay.
Yeah,
number
it's
one.
booming. It's always booming.
There's no risk.
Yeah,
It's Dubai.
it's Dubai.
It's Dubai. And if they would tell you, okay, fine, you know what? Where would you want to invest in Dubai? Like, what is the area right now to invest in Dubai?
Ooh, these are
The
good ones.
Palm.
The Palm. I also do like the hills as well. But if I was going to say for number one, I would say the Palm.
Yeah, I feel like everyone would say that answer. You can
You
never
know?
go wrong with the Palm. The views. That's
Some of the most
views-
influential people in the world live there.
Like who?
Ambanis, they're on the Palm.
Okay.
There's a few other ones that we talked about, but I can't mention. But there's a lot of very.
Give us hints. Hints. Tiny hints.
I can't. That's
You
what
can't?
that's what NDAs are for. I
Oh
sign
my
them for
God,
all my
yeah.
clients, and I can't do it.
Well, okay. So I have a question for the future. But before the future, I want to ask you, you said that you started investing at the age of 5. So what was your first investment at the age of 5?
It was small.
What was it?
Pair of shoes.
That's
Okay, that's what counts.
cute.
That-
That's actually very smart because
Yeah.
like at 5, you wouldn't think of like you want to be an investor and you,
Yeah.
right?
It was everything, like just the randomest stuff. Like my mom, she's probably watching this right now, and there's a story that she tells everybody till this day. When I was younger, I after I started, selling a pair of shoes, I saved up all this money. I had rolls of quarters and loonies and toonies, and it's Canadian money. And I'm walking down the street. I was maybe 7 or 8 years old, and I heard somebody was selling an electric guitar. I didn't know how to play. I just wanted to sell it. And I went down with like $300, and I'm walking back from a little wagon by myself down the street. And the next day, I sold to somebody else for $700. And I was only like 7 years old, and
Oh
then
my God.
from then, it just became a sickness, and I got addicted to it.
So that's like your casual.
Yeah.
You're casual.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. But regarding the future, now that we have mentioned the past and we know what was your first investment as a 5-year-old, what are you eyeing next? And are any future industries or markets that you are maybe having like your attention at?
A big one that we're heading for right now is the construction this way, but I'm also getting into private aviation as well.
Tell us more.
We'll be buying, selling, renting. We'll also be doing charters to own as well, and private
Okay.
equity too. So if someone needs to buy a plane and they necessarily don't have the cash, we lend.
Nice.
That is actually very interesting. Well, if someone is here and they want to be an investor like you, maybe not as big as you, but want to start to become an investor like, to become like you, what is one advice you would give them?
Like when we started this conversation, your gut.
Your intuition.
You have to. You got to follow that. The most successful people in the world, when they separate it from a lot of people go methodically and off the business plan, but the people that follow, it's going to change someone's life. You make those kind of investments, those are the ones that always pay you back.
That is interesting.
Let's keep that in mind then.
We are definitely going to keep that in mind since I have been mentioning it all over and over again that I would want to invest, but I'm still like, I don't know if I should. But maybe you are motivating me, but I wouldn't be the gambler. But
Maybe you will.
I mean, you never know.
You never know.
Hey.
You never know.
Is it much of a gamble if you're taking it on yourself?
For sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us all of those amazing insights. And thank you, Sandra, for being here
for
with me
having me.
on the show. And this brings us to the end of the show. Stay tuned tomorrow for the same time, same place. All right. Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Thank you for having me.